Oh my god, look at it. It's just standing there.
Strange noises in the dark, glowing eyes where they shouldn't be, and creatures that don't belong in our world only prove there's truth behind the legends. These are the most shocking creatures ever spotted that will leave you speechless. This man decided to take a peaceful stroll off the beaten path in the forest, but his relaxing walk quickly turned into something unforgettable when he noticed a shaggy, ape-like figure among the trees. When he reached about 40 feet away, he realized it wasn't any ordinary creature. It looked like a monkey, but much larger and stronger, something he'd never seen before. Could this have been the elusive Bigfoot? What do you think? The only thing scarier than walking in the woods during the day is doing it at night. This man learned that the hard way when he saw a shaggy figure snapping branches behind a tree. But instead of running, he decided to get a closer look, hoping to confirm if he was one of the lucky few to spot Bigfoot. But not everyone is convinced. Many argue the creature seems too small to be Bigfoot, speculating it could just be someone playing a prank. Someone placed a trail camera deep in the forest to record animals at night, but instead of regular wildlife, it captured something far more unusual. The black and white footage shows a humanoid creature with 2 legs. For anyone thinking it's just a trick of the light, it's not. The deer noticed it too. Honestly, this seems more likely to be Bigfoot than a person. After all, who would run through a forest at night like that? That morning, the people in this settlement had a surprising visitor. A strange creature wandered out of the forest and stood silently between the poles, not moving at all.
Oh my god, look at it. It's just standing there. Bigfoot.
Everyone was shocked by how big it was. If you compare it to the poles and trees nearby, it looks much taller than a normal human. This could be some of the clearest and most convincing footage ever captured. What do you think it could be? This man just wanted to enjoy a peaceful day of fishing in the middle of the forest. Little did he know, he wasn't the only one out there that day, and his camera captured something truly unsettling. The footage shows a dark, shaggy figure moving in the background, stalking him with surprising agility and awareness. Many believe it could be Bigfoot, but the video isn't clear enough to confirm. Whatever it was, one thing's for sure. This man might want to consider a hobby that keeps him far away from the forest next time. While driving home, this man noticed something strange in the sky. A dark shadow hovering in the distance. At first he thought it might just be a small, thick cloud, but what he discovered next sent chills down his spine. Slowing down to capture the mysterious figure from every angle, he realized it wasn't a cloud at all. Some believe it could be a real witch caught on camera, the first of its kind. Whatever it is, this footage remains one of the creepiest I've ever seen. Imagine walking past a bridge at night and spotting something watching you, then quickly hiding. That's exactly what this man experienced.
Shine there. What the fuck is that?
Many people believe it was an alien. The creature had a large head, looked smaller than a human, and had gray skin, a classic alien, just like the ones we've seen in cartoons. What do you think? Could this really be one of them? Exploring a cave in the middle of the night might sound adventurous, but for this man, it turned into a nightmare. At first, he thought he'd stumbled upon a giant egg from some mysterious cave-dwelling creature, but what he found next was beyond anything he could have imagined. Deep inside the cave, he came face to face with a massive horned creature. Terrified, he bolted, leaving us with just a few seconds of footage to glimpse the mysterious being. If you ask me, I can't name a single cave animal with horns that lays eggs. Could this be a dragon hiding in the depths of the earth? Jinn are legendary creatures from another world. People say they can harm humans in strange and scary ways, but this man says he caught one on camera in an abandoned hospital. Some will say it's just a prank, and someone dressed up in a costume. But how do you explain this? When the creature disappears around a corner, the man follows. He finds nothing but a dead end. Could it really be a jinn, or is there another explanation? This is definitely not something you want to see during a family camping trip. Just as this family was settling in their tent with the kids, a pair of glowing eyes appeared out of nowhere. What's even scarier is that it looked like the creature was staring straight at the children. And if horror movies have taught us anything, it's that creepy creatures always go for the little ones first. A group of friends decided to visit an old, abandoned house in the middle of the forest at night. They thought it would be a fun, creepy adventure. But things quickly turned scary when they saw a strange creature inside the house.
Maingay. Ano mo, maririnig tayo eh. Lyrics tayo. Pare yun oh. Parang wala na. Huwag na natin kasama. Yun doon parang may duwende oh.
They didn't know what it was, but people on the internet had ideas. Many believe it was a manananggal, a creature from Philippine legends. The story says it's a woman left at the altar who hunts grooms-to-be at night and uses her tongue to take their hearts. Do you think it could be real? When this man heard strange noises coming from his bathroom, he thought it was a burglar. He called the police and started filming, but what he saw was far more terrifying. It wasn't a burglar, it was something that looked out of this world. If this isn't proof that aliens are visiting us without us even knowing, I don't know what is. Feeling scared? Maybe lock your doors tonight, just in case. While working the night shift on his small boat, this fisherman noticed something strange in the water on both sides of him.
On each side of the boat? What are those trails called? What side is swimming fast underneath that water?
something swimming real fast underneath that water.
At first, he thought it was just a fast fish and decided to ignore it. But then, eerie sounds started coming from the water.
This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God.
Could it be sirens? Legends say they use their haunting voices to lure sailors into the sea, never to return. The sounds in this video are so chilling that it's hard to think of another explanation. Remember that group of friends from the Philippines who found a creature that takes people's hearts with its tongue? Well, another group had a similar experience in an old house, but this time they encountered something different.
Turn the light off. Turn the light on. Sounds like it's in the corner. What the fuck is that? Shit! Which way's the exit? Which way's the exit?
After the video went viral, people said the creature was either a rake or a wendigo. Honestly, I don't know what they are talking about because all I see is one little alien. The video isn't the clearest, but you can see how big its head is compared to its thin neck. Could it really be an alien? I'm not sure why this girl decided to walk alone in the forest at night, but if she wanted a creepy experience to make her heart race, she definitely got what she was looking for.
What is that? Oh my God.
After hearing a strange noise, she pointed her flashlight toward it, and what she saw was shocking. Many people think the hairy creature is Bigfoot, but doesn't it seem too small? Unless, of course, it's a baby Bigfoot. If that's true, it might mean there's an entire family of them hiding somewhere nearby. When this family set up security cameras in their backyard to keep their kids safe, they never imagined they'd capture something so unusual that probably no one had ever seen before. At first, it looks like a rabbit peeking over the fence. But wait, how could a rabbit lift its head high enough to look over the fence? And have you ever seen a rabbit with a head that big? This wasn't just an ordinary bunny, whatever it was, and the neighborhood had a very strange visitor that night. Speaking of impressive drone footage, this guy decided to explore the woods in Indiana, Pennsylvania. In just a few seconds, his drone captured something that quickly caused a stir on social media. Some believe the creature he filmed was Bigfoot, but others argue that Bigfoot isn't supposed to have red hair. But if we've never seen Bigfoot up close, how can we know what it truly looks like? And who's to say there aren't different species of Bigfoot, each with unique traits? I have to admit, my favorite conspiracy theory is about the Loch Ness Monster. We've all heard of Nessie, but not many of us have had the chance to see her, unlike this guy, who captured something incredible with his drone. Some might say it's just a trick of the light or a reflection on the water, but something is moving under the surface for sure. It looks like it has a long neck and is far too big to be a regular fish. Saying it's just a reflection seems like an easy way to ignore what could be real evidence of Nessie. Could this finally prove she's real? Maple Mountain in Canada is full of myths and legends. That's why a hiker decided to set up a trail camera deep in the forest. When he checked the footage the next day, he saw something strange. The camera acted weird, moving on its own while the creature was nearby. At one moment, the creature seemed to have horns on its head. The next, it looked like it didn't even have a head, just a body with strange legs. Whatever this is, it's clear that not knowing might be better.
Nature's beauty can be breathtaking, but it also has the power to unleash incredible destructive forces, just like in this video. Scary, right? This capture offers an extreme close-up of a tornado in all its fury. The tornado appears like a colossal pillar, stretching menacingly into the sky with its immense power. The winds swirling around it are ferocious and relentless, a testament to the raw force of nature. What's even more alarming is that the cameraman seems to be dangerously close to the tornado, capturing its fury from a car. It's a risky move, considering the unpredictable nature of tornadoes. One wrong move and the outcome could have been catastrophic. Thankfully, in this instance, the tornado tears across open fields, sparing any homes or life. But the video serves as a chilling reminder of the devastation these storms can cause. Tornadoes are unpredictable and powerful forces of nature, which can cause massive destruction easily. The ocean depths hold many mysteries, and videos like this one serve as a reminder of the strange and fascinating creatures that lurk beneath the wave.
Claws, and the nails, and then the face. But it looks like it's been in a bag. Look at the teeth.
The creature seen in the footage is undeniably bizarre, with features that seem almost otherworldly. It possesses a furry tail, paws with sharp nails, and a face that appears to be partly skin. Its overall shape and appearance are pretty confusing, leaving viewers to speculate about its origins and identity. Identifying this creature from a single clip can be challenging. It could be a known animal that has decomposed in a way that obscures its features. However, the internet loves a good mystery, and this video is sure to spark lively discussions about what might be lurking in the ocean's depths. The comments section will likely be filled with speculation, ranging from known species to outlandish theories. If you have any knowledge that might help identify this creature, feel free to share it below. Chickens may not be the first animals that come to mind when you think of hypnosis, but this next video presents a curious farmyard phenomenon.
Hypnotize a rooster. Ready? So you hold him like this. Watch Tooster's body. Watch this. Watch his body. Oh my gosh. Watch.
Yeah, you saw that. This rooster just got hypnotized. And trust me, it's a sight to behold. This video was captured at a chicken farm, where the farm owner's neighbor waltzed in with some serious hypnotism skills up his sleeve. They picked out a brave rooster, laid its head on the ground, and drew a line in the dirt right in front of its face. And just like that, the rooster went limp, as if its body was under some kind of magical spell. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. When the owner removed the line, the rooster snapped back to reality and attacked his hand in a hilarious twist of events. Talk about a feathered frenzy. Sure, it may sound like something out of a cartoon, but this hypnotism technique is legit and gaining popularity on the internet. Just remember, folks, while it may be tempting to try it out on your neighbor's rooster, let's leave the hypnosis to the pros. After all, we wouldn't want a chicken uprising on our hands. Now would we? Recorded in 2007, this clip was uploaded by two mountaineers who were left wondering about what they had just captured on camera. They had been wandering through the snow when something strange occurred. They spotted a living, moving creature in the middle of nowhere, in a place where the two humans present were barely breathing due to the high altitude in the mountains of Nepal. This creature was navigating the snow as if it was no big deal. It looked like another human being. However, you quickly spot the distinct features, like being covered entirely in fur and being a lot more massive. Towering above the altitude, it couldn't possibly be a local. The creature was massive and completely covered in thick black fur, which confused the climbers. If it wasn't human, the only logical explanation they could think of was that it might be a yeti. Even to this day, people have proposed various theories about the creature, but not a single one has been proven, leaving the mystery unsolved. Could these mysterious creatures inhabit the mountains of Nepal? I am very keen on believing that these creatures exist somewhere in the world, and they are relatives of the known Bigfoot, more accustomed to these snowy landscapes. Imagine deciding to cross a lake, not considering the worst-case scenario. Unbeknownst to you, the worst-case scenario may be lurking still in the water, waiting for one wrong move. This is precisely what could have happened to a man if he hadn't been wearing polarized glasses. Before stepping into the water, he decided to put them on, and what he saw sent shivers down his spine. A giant alligator was peacefully floating under the water, waiting for prey to approach. Just look at the terrifying difference with or without polarized glasses. Without them, you'd have no chance to know that something deadly is waiting there. My advice to you all is to always take a pair of polarized glasses with you if you head out somewhere you know crocs or alligators are present. I have to warn anyone who enjoys playing with a strong laser pointers outside. This can get you into trouble, especially if you point it up in the sky at some passing aircraft. Take a look at this video of this incredibly smart guy who decided to point his strong laser at a passing aircraft, and not just a random aircraft, a military plane. I can't say for sure whether this is the camera from an AC-130 or other aircraft, but this is for sure the military, as we can understand from the audio.
SAC, Air 21.
Air 21, go ahead.
Yeah, two things. UTL on the gun, and right now we're getting hit pretty good with a green laser.
11290 Charles, around to CJ. Air 21, copy UTL on the gun.
Just look at how persistent this guy is in being annoying. The funny thing is that this guy gets what he deserves, as the aircraft notices authorities about this incident, and we can immediately see the consequences. Police cars quickly arrive at his house and arrest him. So remember folks, don't mess outside with strong light, especially if you point them to the sky.
Right on, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Unlike the last clip, this shows the creepy side of nature, which is just as rare as the most raw and vulnerable side. Shadows and secrets lurk everywhere, but sometimes they come out of hiding and make sudden appearances in front of humans, as if warning them and alerting them to their existence. Something like that happened in this clip, where a man ended up recording something so weird that he could not believe his own eyes. To see what others think, he uploaded it on the internet. But other people remain just as confused as him. The creature in the clip looked scary, and there is no doubt in that. But it was so unusual that no one could even make out his face. I am not sure how and where this was recorded, given the quality is bad, but the creature looks like a deformed human. Is this the infamous rake, or something completely different? I can't tell, but do let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you ever think that you are only in danger while wandering in the woods and completely safe when you are near your home where hundreds of other humans remain living nearby, then you are wrong. This clip will show you exactly why. This man was casually walking around his neighborhood, checking his phone and perhaps thinking, what could even go wrong here? but the wild bear nearby knew exactly what it was going to do. The man spotted what was coming and somehow had the courage in him to stay put instead of running. We can immediately spot the bear running a bit in circle and then going straight for the man. Thankfully, however, this time the man's luck was working, and the bear had to let go of him after struggling to get a better grip for some time. Car in the back helped a lot as well, as the bear got scared when the strong headlights hit it. Fortunately, this guy's luck was working that day, or it could have ended in the worst possible ways. Recorded a couple of years ago, this video went viral as it hit the internet. The family was enjoying some time together by the lake when they saw something scary, captured on the camera. It was clear that what they saw was nothing other than a Bigfoot. However, since they could not come to a conclusion by themselves, they uploaded it just so they could see what others think about it. And not to their surprise, every single person pointed in only one direction. The creature was massive. It had a posture and walked like humans, but it was not a human, unless of course someone was pulling a prank. But if we take the possibility of it being real, the whole scenario turns into a dark one, as this family might have been in danger. But I do have to put up a question. Why are they avoiding humans? Is there more to the story, or are we missing some information? They say pets can see and save you from the things you normally are not able to see. I used to think of it as a joke until I saw this clip. This girl was peacefully sitting in her room, scrolling on Instagram like we all do, when she noticed her dog acting weird. The dog had its eyes fixated on one point. However, when the girl moved the camera towards the direction the dog was looking at, there was nothing to see. The staring thing could have been tolerated, but then the dog started growling in a creepy way, all the time looking at the same point. For minutes straight, the dog was just staring there, as if trying to warn someone to stay away. What was it that the dog was seeing? Was it really a ghost or something else? To me personally, it does look like the dog was seeing some paranormal entity. I would trust him and get out of there for now. The ocean has never been explored completely. More than half of it remains unexplored till today. And that is the main reason it is way scarier and more unpredictable than any of us can imagine. Take this clip for instance. These guys were having fun on the beach. Everything was normal until one of them noticed something weird between the waves. Not overcoming the curiosity, the men had to go and see exactly what it was that they were seeing. To their surprise, it was not a sea monster or a shark, but a huge lobster. Not a normal size, but so massive that it took 4 of them to carry it out of the waves. The lobster looked very real except for the fact that it was not moving at all. And this is the point where we can think that it could be fake. Maybe someone put a huge statue of a lobster there to freak others out. If this was the case, then that person did succeed in their intentions. I hope it is just a prop, because otherwise this means that such insanely large creatures might roam the seas. Fishing can be nice and peaceful until your luck stops working and you get dragged into trouble you never even imagined. This is exactly what happened to this guy who was enjoying his fishing spree when he realized he caught something. Excited about it, he started reeling it back when it hit him. It was not just a catch, but a big and heavy one. The more he reeled it back, the more excited he got. However, it wasn't until the catch was right on the surface of the water that he knew he had messed it all up.
Oh! Look at that little rod now, boy!
Smack me in the face!
It wasn't a fish that he caught, but the whole gator. Thankfully, all the beast wanted was to get rid of the hook and not the humans. I am glad they got that on video. I don't think you'd want to take a picture pose with that catch.
Let's see what this boy looks like. We're about to see him.
The unpredictability of nature can be frightening, especially when you are enjoying your life, and it hits you hard. Now that we are talking about the scary sides of nature, There is no way we can miss out on this clip. Uploaded on YouTube a couple of years ago, this clip had everyone in shock as they watched it. The video shows a peaceful scene at first, but soon we see a weird shift in the whole scenario. What appeared to be covered completely in water suddenly starts rising, as if the ground was trying to breathe for the first time in years. It continued for a minute as the earth rose above the water level until it had breathed enough air. The reasons behind this happening remain unknown, varying from landslides, volcanic eruptions, or something completely different and unknown to us. If any one of you has any idea what happened here, please let me know. Just as I mentioned before, the ocean is way scarier than we can think. It has mysteries lying deep beneath the surface that we might never know about. Every day something weird is captured by cameras all around the world that gives us a new perspective about the ocean. Take this clip, for instance. The guy was just wandering around when he noticed something weird floating in the water. It looked like a trunk. Intrigued, he took his camera out and started recording. The thing looked like it was attached to something that was moving under the water, but remained completely hidden, so I can't tell what it could be. According to the man himself, there was a big possibility that it was a sea monster, and the thing could be a part of its body aimed to lure people into the trap. Even though it sounds like something out of a movie, there is no other explanation I can come up with. Do let me know if you guys have anything else in mind. Our canine companions never cease to amaze with their intelligence, as demonstrated in this remarkable video. Captured by a home security camera, this footage showcases a heartwarming scene of two adorable dogs handling a delivery while their owner is away. In the video, we see the dogs lounging in the hallway when the doorbell rings. Without hesitation, one of the dogs springs into action, sauntering over to the door and, to everyone's surprise, skillfully using its hind legs to grasp the handle and swing the door open. The delivery guy standing on the porch is understandably speechless as the dog greets him. The pup takes the package in its mouth and then, in a hilarious twist, shuts the door right in the delivery guy's face with its paw. This video is a reminder of how intelligent and resourceful dogs can be. It's no wonder you're considering adopting a furry friend after seeing this. Ever wake up in a cold sweat because you dreamt of a snake slithering across your bedroom floor? Well, this clip from Indonesia will take those nightmares to a whole new level.
Porque una culebra siempre saca la lengüita.
Pero bien largo el cuerpo.
Pues sí, por eso te digo, pero no es culebra.
The video shows a homeowner's terrifying encounter with a creature that defies everything we know about snakes. In the video, we see a long, black serpent slithering on the ground. So far, so creepy. But here's the twist that'll make your skin crawl. This snake has 4 legs. That's right. It's not just slithering, it's crawling like some kind of nightmarish lizard-snake hybrid. The homeowner seems equally shocked and awestruck, even reaching out to touch this bizarre reptile. A quick internet search yielded nothing about leggy snakes, leaving us with 2 unsettling possibilities. This could be a strange genetic mutation, a one-of-a-kind freak of nature, or maybe, just maybe, this slithering oddity with limbs isn't from this world at all. One thing's for sure, this video is a surefire way to turn sweet dreams into legless nightmares. Sleep tight, if you dare. Alright, brace yourself for this next clip, especially if you're not a fan of rats. Seriously, if you've got a fear of these critters, you might want to look away now. Believe it or not, What you're seeing is 100% real. This colossal rodent was discovered in Argentina by a startled farmer. In the footage they captured, we get a good look at just how massive this creature is. I mean, just take a look at it compared to the person holding it in the video. With its white fur, long tail, and sizable noggin, it's safe to say this rat is in a league of its own. Now, gigantism in rats isn't unheard of, but they typically max out at the size of your average arm. This behemoth, however, takes the cake. It's a rare sight to behold, but let's be honest, it's also kind of terrifying. I don't know about you, but the thought of these oversized rodents running amok in my house is enough to give me the creeps. This video, posted by two forest adventurers on their YouTube channel, features the man recording himself in the forest as he discusses their next course of action. He then turns the camera towards his friend and provides some commentary. However, as he turns the camera back to himself, a large black figure can be seen sprinting in the background. The cameraman remains oblivious to the creature's presence, and they continue with their expedition as usual. The creature, appearing massive and covered in black fur, is only glimpsed for a split second, making it difficult to discern any further details. Based on its humanoid posture during the sprint, speculation arises that this could be the legendary Bigfoot. What adds an unsettling and terrifying element to the video is the cameraman's unawareness of the creature behind him. In another video recorded by a hiker, we get a close-up look at what appears to be a Bigfoot. The footage captures a massive creature resembling Bigfoot crossing through the forest. The creature exhibits long ape-like arms, while its legs have a more human appearance. Its walking style is humanoid, and the creature's overall size is quite large. From the vantage point in the video, this creature seems to be a hybrid of an ape and a human, aligning with the typical description of Bigfoot. The hiker who shared this video on Reddit also claimed to have witnessed the creature climbing trees and chasing other animals. Although those moments were not captured due to low camera battery, the video appears genuine to me, with the creature's walking style appearing natural and its skin texture blending seamlessly with the surroundings, making it unlikely to be computer-generated imagery. This video appears as though it's straight out of a horror movie. Recorded by the homeowner's wife, the footage captures her husband playfully demonstrating how to replace a light bulb in their house. The couple was jokingly discussing the task when, as the man got up to replace the light, a face unexpectedly emerged from the wall. Witnessing this, both the man and his wife became terrified and scared, prompting them to run, concluding the video abruptly. The sudden appearance of the face was genuinely unsettling, portraying a creepy image resembling that of a young boy with pale skin. The video seems authentic, particularly evident when paused at the moment the face emerges, revealing the man's genuine shock as he looks directly at it. What are your thoughts on this mysterious face coming out of the wall? Does it seem real, or could it be a hoax? If you find yourself traveling on a desolate road at 3 in the morning, there's a high chance you might encounter something similar to what's depicted in this video. The footage comes from a group of friends in Mexico, enjoying their long drive back from a trip. As they sang along to the music and relished the journey, they recorded each other. However, as the cameraman panned the camera back to the road, a strange figure could be seen running towards the road. This humanoid figure vanished before reaching the road, and the video abruptly ends. The figure, illuminated by the car's headlights, was remarkably fast, presenting a strange sight in the middle of the night on such an isolated road. Even if one were to speculate that it was a human, the question remains, what was that person doing there in the middle of nowhere? Bigfoots have remained a mystery since forever. Again and again, people spotted them in the darkest and deepest places. But there are times when Bigfoots are spotted roaming around in the wild in broad daylight as well. For instance, take this video recorded in 2006 by a man named Harley Hoffman, where a Bigfoot was spotted on cameras as he was recording the area. It was huge and had its whole body covered with black hair. The creature, or the Bigfoot, was going somewhere in quite a hurried manner, and the man had to be safe while getting a proper glimpse of it on camera as well. So even though a small chunk, it shows the creature in the most vivid manner. If we talk about the authenticity of the clip, for me, the way the creature was moving and its appearance give the video a genuine look. What do you think? Night has always held secrets beyond our imaginations. For the curious who wander in the deepest regions just to uncover secrets, sometimes things get way scarier than they had ever imagined. For instance, these guys were out at night for a late drive, enjoying the narrow road between the thick bushes and high trees. However, as they moved forward on the path, they saw a creepy figure that sent shivers down their spine. It looked like a person covered in a brown robe, standing on a corner. It did not move at all as the car passed by it. However, the men in the car were surely shaken by this. Also, if we zoom in, I think I can make up a cross around the figure's neck, which makes now the whole individual to appear as a monk. Could this be the ghost of a monk who lost their life in a violent way around those places? What do you think? Just as I mentioned, people love wandering in the deepest regions and many times come out traumatized. Take these, for example. These people had heard about an abandoned tunnel from the World Wars and knew about the rumors of the tunnel being haunted through the locals. But that did not stop them from leaping into the deep tunnel and wandering around to look for any treasure they were supposed to find there. However, instead of what they were trying to find, they encountered a weird figure. In the tunnel, inches away from them, a human-like figure appeared as if walking away from them, and then disappeared in a moment as well. It looked like a human wearing a white uniform. Could it be the lost soul of a military medic? The men turned back and ran away, and the mystery of the ghost remains the same. Whether it was an altered video or whether they actually captured a ghost is a question which remains unanswered, and I will leave that to you to decide. This clip was recorded by a man who ventured into the forest late at night for a purpose unknown to us. He appeared to be alone and had a string flashlight on. When he couldn't find whatever he came here to look for, he turned the light off, and that's when the scary part began. What he recorded made him question what that thing he saw that night was. It was a weird orange flickering that started happening as soon as the man turned his light off, as if someone was there waiting for the lights to go out to start with its scary ritual. The man couldn't bear what he was seeing for much longer, so he ran as fast as he could back to his car. However, the scene that he had witnessed then was enough to give him nightmares for weeks. Personally, it looked like a pretty scary experience, even if it was a prank or something. A woman was busy recording a detailed video of her neighborhood, trying to capture the church right across her street. What she was trying to capture was a figure which, according to her, roamed around their area. As soon as she moved the camera towards the towering trees, she happened to see the exact figure she was talking about. According to her, the figure appears at the exact same spot every couple of days, but as soon as they try to get closer to it, they see nothing, like it vanishes into the wood. The figure, to me, looked like a man wandering aimlessly, like he is lost. Considering the lady mentions the figure disappears as soon as you get close to it, I would consider it to be a lost soul. What do you think? Wandering around in an abandoned building, this man came across something that terrified him to the core. As he moved up the stairs, he sensed something was wrong, and as he focused on the window in front of him, he knew where it was coming from. A figure started appearing on the window gradually, and after a moment, it started getting clearer and clearer, and developed into a proper girl with her hair on her face and a white dress on. After the man got a proper hold of what he was seeing, he thought it was better to run for his life than explore the abandoned and now haunted building anymore. Was it a real ghost encounter, a cleverly edited video, or something else entirely? The answer remains open to your interpretation, inviting you all to draw your own conclusions. A person who was troubled by unsettling incidents in his kitchen decided to install a security camera to see just what exactly is going on. But what the camera captured made the owner reconsider the idea of keep staying in that house. In the hours of the night, while the owner left the lights on in the kitchen, the footage revealed something perplexing. The lights suddenly went off, and an unidentified entity could be seen appearing in the kitchen and heading into the hallway. The owner says they didn't even realize this happened while they were inside the house. They found out only later when they reviewed the recording, and now are unsure about what they should do next. The whole footage was eerie, and the identity of the mysterious person walking in their house remained unknown. Was it a lost soul that lived and died in that house? What do you think? I personally would consider moving to a friend for at least a few days after seeing that footage. Forests are the places where many inexplicable phenomena occur that defy explanation. Numerous unknown beings lurk in these woods, particularly in the dense and dangerous Siberian forests. Despite the dangers, some adventurers love to explore these forests. This footage was recorded by one such explorer who encountered something bewildering. Moving among the trees, he came across an unsettling scene. While the footage doesn't offer a clear view, it is evident that the creature had black fur. But we can't say for sure, as many have said, that it is footage of the legendary Bigfoot, although I have seen clips of them resting between trees. This might as well be a black bear. What do you think? Am I wrong? Angling is the most common and straightforward form of fishing. In this method, a fishing line is attached to a hook, with bait added to attract fish. Anglers cast or release this setup into the water. The bait entices fish to bite and enables the angler to catch them. However, angling isn't ideal for capturing large fish. So what if a colossal fish attempts to bite the bait and get caught? In such a scene, retrieving the fish using only the fishing line becomes challenging. Yet, these two friends possess exceptional fishing skills. Faced with a massive fish caught in a situation where the fishing line alone won't suffice, one of them decides to jump into the water to extract the fish. Despite their efforts, the fish proves to be so massive that even diving into the water doesn't enable them to bring it out successfully. I have to applaud the bravery of this guy who jumped into the water with such large fish nearby. Traveling through a dense and dangerous forest in a vehicle may create a sense of safety because you have the ability to speed away from potential dangers. But what if the danger becomes an uninvited passenger? In this video, a person was driving through a breathtaking but dangerous forest. Suddenly, a massive anaconda leaped onto the car's bonnet out of nowhere. The anacondas are known as dangerous snakes, but the driver remained unfazed as he pulled up the car mirrors for safety. The anaconda's leap onto the vehicle seemed like a mistake, as it appeared the snake wanted to dismount but struggled to do so. In my opinion, the snake might have traveled a considerable distance from its original location. I hope everyone got out of this sticky situation unharmed. The forest is the home of most animals, and when humans enter the forest, sometimes the creatures dislike having their atmosphere disturbed. And I urge you all to be very careful where you decide to go have fun. Two friends decided to go snowboarding in the forest. which had turned into a beautiful snowboarding spot after heavy snowfall. One of them led the way with a camera mounted on their head to record their adventure, while the other followed behind. However, their adventure disturbed a bear who happened to be residing inside a burrow beneath the tree they are passing. The bear, anxious due to all the commotion, decided to climb into the tree, perhaps trying to flee from what he perceived as danger. It climbed up the tree, and only at that moment do these guys finally notice it.
You oh wait, what is that? Yeah, holy side of the tree right now.
I have to say that these guys are lucky. If the bear indeed felt in danger, they are lucky it decided to flee. Imagine if it instead decided to attack them. Taking off the snowboard equipment takes time they would not have had in a bear attack. So here is my advice. Respect their territory to avoid posing a threat to them. If they feel threatened, they may react violently. Ever had that dream where you're sprinting away from something through a desolate forest, feeling that spine-chilling fear? Well, this video, captured by a hiker in a Canadian forest, brings that very scenario to life. The clip starts with the camera capturing the shaky view of the forest trail, accompanied by heavy breathing from the cameraman, who's clearly running from something in the forest. Amidst the running, the hiker is also screaming, and the genuine fear in his screams is palpable. He pans the camera around, attempting to catch a glimpse of whatever is chasing him, but fear strikes again, and he continues his frantic dash for safety. After moments of continuous screaming and running, when the hiker finally turns the camera back, it captures a humanoid figure in pursuit. This humanoid figure in pursuit appears to be a naked human, but with a muscular and robust build. As the figure closes in on the hiker, the video abruptly ends. The intensity of the hiker's breaths and screams creates a truly frightening atmosphere. To me, imagining the hiker alone with no one to help adds another layer of fear to this unsettling encounter. Next, we have a chilling video straight from Japan that's sure to send shivers down your spine. A local caught something downright eerie on camera. The video is set on a regular street, but the person filming isn't focused on the everyday hustle and bustle. Their attention is drawn to a tree, and what they capture is nothing short of supernatural. Perched on a branch is a creature that can only be described as bat-like. But that's not all. As the camera zooms in, the creature reveals more of its features, a humanoid body and two pointy ears. It's like something out of a gothic horror story, resembling the infamous gargoyles seen in architecture from that era. Gargoyles, those creepy carvings representing evil creatures, animals, and sinful humans. After a moment of just chilling on the tree, our gargoyle-looking friend takes flight, leaving the onlooker in shock. Now, here's the really hair-raising part. This isn't a one-time thing. Locals in other parts of the town have reported spotting similar creatures. The video ends, but the mystery lingers. If you are... Meet the star of the What Were They Thinking? A person who decided to take a stroll in a Bigfoot suit in the middle of a forest, perhaps full of hunters. A guy recorded the incident, witnessing a man donned in a Bigfoot suit walking in the forest. Initially mistaking him for an actual Bigfoot, the man soon noticed a bald spot on the person's head, realizing it was a human in a costume.
Never to walk out here in a suit. Get shot.
The strange aspect was that this person put themselves in significant danger by wearing a Bigfoot suit in a forest full of hunters. This incident raised several questions, such as the motive behind the person's actions and why they chose to venture into a forest where other hunters could possibly be, while wearing a Bigfoot suit. Despite the visible bald spot, the person's body, from a distance, convincingly resembled the mighty Bigfoot. Even for the experienced eyes of a fellow hunter, the cameraman found it challenging to distinguish the individual. Embarking on late-night drives down quiet roads can lead to encounters that defy explanation. Recently shared on Reddit, this video features a dashcam recording from a car, capturing a man's eerie drive to his night shift. Cruising along his usual desolate route, the driver comes face to face with something out of the ordinary, sitting right in the middle of the road. Spotting the mysterious figure from a distance, the driver cautiously brings his car to a stop. The camera captures the driver's stunned reaction as he grapples with comprehending the strange sight in front of him.
Okay, that's a bit scary.
Yeah.
That's a bit scary.
That is very scary.
Realizing that this creature isn't anything natural, the driver wisely shifts into reverse and heads back. Upon closer inspection of the figure, it appears to resemble a ghost, taking on the form of a woman draped in all-white attire with flowing hair. Witnessing such an otherworldly apparition, it seems the driver made a good decision in reversing away, as the intentions of this spectral figure don't appear to be innocent. This video hails from China, and it sheds light on the fact that even well-trained predators like lions can unleash their wild side unexpectedly. In the footage, we see a lion trainer casually sitting beside a resting lion, but there's another lion in the frame with mischievous intentions. This second lion attempts to sneak up on the unsuspecting trainer. When the crafty lion finds its opportunity, it charges toward the unaware trainer and launches an attack. The trainer, taken by surprise, tumbles to the ground but quickly gets back up and grabs a stick. Holding the stick, the trainer makes a move towards the lion, but the feline swiftly retreats into the bushes, bringing the video to an end. The trainer's reaction suggests that such encounters might be part of their routine. The way the lion stealthily approached the trainer mirrors how wild animals sneak up on their prey. After witnessing this video, I find myself content with having a dog as a pet, a bit less unpredictable, to say the least. This video, straight from India, captures a truly spine-chilling encounter between a bull and a rickshaw. The recording, set in the darkness of night, unfolds with a rickshaw seemingly navigating a quiet road. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a bull charges at the rickshaw with incredible force. The impact is so intense that the rickshaw is sent tumbling onto its two wheels. This hefty bull, undeterred by its first charge, goes for a second attempt. However, the quick-witted rickshaw driver skillfully steers the vehicle to the side, escaping further confrontation by darting into the nearby forest. It's a hair-raising sight, witnessing such a massive creature charging at a vehicle with such power. Adding to the tension, the rickshaw, a common mode of transportation in Asia, has numerous openings that could pose a threat to both passengers and the driver. It's plausible that the bull got agitated and annoyed by the rumbling sound of the rickshaw's engine. An unexpected and heart-pounding moment indeed. Our forests hold mysteries and fascinations beyond our comprehension, and sometimes humans stumble upon things that boggle the mind. In this video, a hiker makes a confusing discovery. A strange-looking creature in the heart of the forest at night. At first glance, it resembled a bobcat, but upon closer inspection, the creature's weird features became apparent. Though it had bobcat-like ears, its face was unusually wide, and the gap between its eyes raised eyebrows. What truly sends shivers down my spine is the creature's intense stare at the hiker. The eyes exude an eerie, almost evil quality, leaving a chilling impression that its intentions might not be as innocent as they seem. Ever heard the advice to climb to a high place? If you encounter a bear, well, this video might make you think twice. Recorded by villagers, the footage unfolds with a group of men standing on the roof of a house, looking visibly frightened. One of them is wielding a long piece of log, presumably to fend off an approaching threat. Suddenly, the cause of their fear enters the frame. A hefty bear. The bear, determined and unfazed, climbs on the wheat stacks and uses them as a makeshift ladder to reach the roof. Witnessing this, panic ensues, and everyone starts sprinting for their lives. The bear, seemingly irritated or agitated, picks a target and chases them off the roof. Despite the tense situation, some villagers appear to be smiling, suggesting they may have experience dealing with such bear encounters and knew how to handle the situation. A family was relaxing at home, watching some Netflix, when a flash of movement darted past the window caught their eye. Curious and a little spooked, they all headed outside to investigate while grabbing their phone to film. In the video they recorded, you can hear the mom explain what just happened as they slowly walk towards the bushes where they saw the movement.
So we were inside watching TV and something like went by the window and we're just coming out here to investigate it.
Yeah, we're sitting on the sofa in the living room watching TV and then something went by the window. I didn't really see much, but I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
That's when they spotted giant footprints in the snow. They followed the tracks, totally surprised to see a giant, hairy figure way off in the distance. At first, the creature seemed clueless about the family. But as they tried to sneak closer for a peek, it somehow noticed them. Panicked, the whole family turned and ran for their lives, screaming their heads off.
I think...
Oh my God!
The video ends with them scrambling back to their house, shaken by this close encounter with the unknown creature. Watching this video, I believe this creature they spotted might be the legendary Bigfoot, but without clearer evidence, it's hard to say for sure. However, one thing's for certain. It was a truly scary experience to see such a strange creature roaming near their home. This video, seemingly from Afghanistan, showcases a very strange discovery made by a local villager on a mountain. In the clip he recorded, the camera is focused on a small, furry creature with hands and feet that surprisingly resemble those of a human. This creature is covered in thick black fur and has a tiny body and walks in an odd way, like a mix between an ape and a human baby. Another strange detail, the creature seems to sit after taking a few steps. We can't see its face because of all that fur, and apparently it doesn't make a single peep according to the cameraman. So what is this mystery critter? The video has everyone online scratching their heads and guessing what it could be. Have you ever seen anything like it? I recently found a curious video on Reddit that's both unbelievable and oddly convincing. It comes from South Korea and shows a strange occurrence. The video starts with the camera pointed through a broken piece of glass, revealing an object in the sky. When the person filming removes the glass from in front of the camera's lens, the object disappears. They put the glass back, and the object reappears in the same spot. The video poster claims it's an unknown flying object, and considering the footage, it's easy to see why. But it's strange that the object is only visible through the broken glass. It could be a camera glitch or even light distortion. However, on the wilder side of possibilities, one might speculate that this object was an alien spacecraft, and they are using advanced technology to cloak themselves, and this individual accidentally discovered it with a simple broken piece of glass. This is, of course, highly unlikely, but it's the kind of speculation that makes the video so intriguing. Have you ever seen those slimy, strange creatures from movies? Well, this beach video shows something similar, but supposedly real. The video captures a bizarre encounter between a black, gooey creature and a crab. The creature, resembling a slug but with a less solid form, tries to grab onto the crab. The crab struggles to resist, but within seconds, the gooey monster engulfs it completely, seemingly consuming it whole. This creature is unlike anything we've ever seen on land. While regular slugs are slimy, this one appears entirely gooey and jelly-like. The way it wraps itself around the crab and vanishes it is truly bizarre and unsettling. While the video sparks wild theories of aliens from outer space, a more logical explanation could be that this creature comes from the unexplored depths of the ocean. But hey, isn't anything unknown technically alien to us? A tourist family visiting Wayun National Forest had an encounter they'll never forget. They believe they may have captured footage of the legendary Sasquatch on video, which they uploaded to YouTube. The video shows the family enjoying the view near a waterfall. As they film the scenery, something catches the camera in the distance, walking among the trees. Upon rewinding and slowing down the footage, a figure emerges that closely resembles descriptions of Sasquatch. The tall, humanoid figure has a furry body and a slightly hunched back, matching the classic image of the creature. The tourists who filmed the video say they were completely unaware of their encounter until they reviewed the footage back home. This adds an extra layer of spookiness, knowing the creature was seemingly close by without them realizing it. Have you ever seen something so strange it boggles your mind? This beach video features just such a creature. At first glance, it's impossible to tell what it is. Its body is covered in numerous openings, each independently moving with spiky, tongue-like protrusion. The creature's texture is also bizarre, hard, and rough like a rock. The more you look, the stranger it gets. Some viewers believe it's an alien, while others think it's a deep sea worm straight out of a nightmare. Regardless of its origin, its movement is undeniably unsettling and even disgusting. To me, it's hard not to wonder what would happen if you touched one of those bizarre openings. While thermal cameras are known for saving lives, they can sometimes capture strange things, like the footage from these Canadian woods. The video shows a normal thermal image of the dense woods, everything appearing cold. Suddenly, a heat signature appears on the camera. A clear humanoid figure standing in the distance. The strange part, the figure seems to be peeking from behind a tree, looking directly at the camera. It stands there for a while before slowly walking away. The figure's outline resembles a human, but its slow gait and blank stare towards the camera raise questions. What was this creature doing in the forest, lurking in the shadows? The video leaves us with an unsettling mystery. Ever dreamed of catching a glimpse into a fantastical world? This trail camera footage might spark your imagination and leave you questioning the line between reality and fairy tales. Deep within the forest, a trail camera captures a scene that seems straight out of a storybook. Tiny, otherworldly insects flit through the air, leaving behind a shimmering trail that resembles the sparkling dust often associated with fairies. The sight is truly captivating, transporting viewers to a realm of wonder and enchantment. While the logical explanation points towards these being fireflies, and the trails being an effect of the camera or its settings, the video undeniably evokes a sense of magic and mystery. It leaves us pondering the wonders of nature and the possibility that there might be more to the world than meets the eye. Perhaps this footage simply captures the beauty of nature in a way that sparks our imagination, reminding us of the childlike wonder we once held for the world around us. While this video may seem like something out of a horror movie, it claims to be a real-life encounter caught on camera. In the clip, the homeowner, who is behind the camera, explains that his neighbor heard strange noises coming from his house while he was away shopping. The video shows the homeowner approaching his house, filming the windows as he explains the situation. Suddenly, the lights inside the house start flickering on and off, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Then, through the window, a chilling sight. A shadowy figure appears briefly within the house before vanishing. Startled, the homeowner yells and runs towards a storage room inside the house. As he scans the room with his camera, he spots a strange movement behind a broken wall panel. Fear taking hold, the homeowner runs to the garage. There he hears banging noises coming from the attic, but finds nothing when he investigates. While the homeowner deserves credit for his bravery in facing this unsettling situation, if I was in the place of the homeowner, I would have just dialed 911. Imagine venturing into the woods for a quiet night walk and stumbling upon this. A man has captured a spine-tingling experience on camera during his nighttime exploration of a dense forest. As he walks deeper into the woods, he comes across an abandoned, ruined car. But the car itself isn't the only thing unsettling. A strange feeling of dread washes over him, prompting him to pan his camera around to find the source. To his utter shock, he sees a figure standing eerily in the distance. Behind the car, the figure appears vaguely human-shaped, but completely black. Overcome by fear, the man takes off running, and the video abruptly ends. This encounter must have been truly frightening. The sight of such a creature is unsettling, as our mind couldn't even make sense of these creatures and what they want. This video, captured on a Ring doorbell camera, will shake your heart to its core. It shows a kid named Taylor, clearly scared and in tears, ringing her neighbor's doorbell. Through the doorbell speaker, the homeowner, who isn't home at the moment, reassures Taylor that they're on their way and tells her to stay put near the front door. We hear Taylor explain, in a voice trembling with fear, that she's being chased by a bobcat.
I'm on my way home right now. I'll be out soon, okay? No, please come open the door. There's a bobcat. I want to come in. Please.
The kind neighbor patiently calms Taylor down, who also mentions her mom is not at home. Thankfully, the neighbor arrives shortly after. While the situation is scary, witnessing a young girl face such fear is truly heartbreaking. It's a reminder of the importance of looking out for one another, especially our younger neighbors. Thankfully, the quick thinking of the neighbor and the convenience of video doorbells helped ease this frightening situation. This video from a barn captures a surprising barnyard brawl. It starts with a mischievous fox chasing 3 chickens. The chickens are zipping around the frame, trying to outrun the fox, who's determined to catch them. Suddenly, a brave little dog jumps into the scene on another camera angle. The dog, acting as the chicken's protector, chases the fox away. The fox, surprised by the unexpected furry defender, leaps into the air and scurries back. The dog gives the fox a small chase, then returns to the chickens, who seem very grateful for their feathered friend's defender. This whole scene is like something out of a cartoon. Feathers flying, fox hopping, and a brave little dog saving the day. It definitely makes you want to consider getting a furry friend for yourself, doesn't it? This terrifying video from Sweden shows a family caught in a brutal hailstorm inside their property. Seeking shelter under a shed, they huddle together as massive hailstones, the size of tennis balls, pound relentlessly on the roof. The loud thumps and crashes create a scene of pure terror. The family, understandably scared, stays huddled together, unable to even consider running to safety because of the hailstone's size and potential danger. The video captures the raw fear and helplessness of the family as the hailstorm rages on. To emphasize their point, they even share a photo comparing the hailstones to a golf ball, showcasing the enormous size of the ice chunks. Thankfully, the family emerges unharmed. However, the hailstorm undoubtedly caused significant damage, likely destroying cars and causing property damage in the area. This video from a wildlife photographer captures a scene of ultimate relaxation. An owl perched on a tree, seemingly unfazed by the world around it. The owl exudes an air of tranquility, as if it has transcended all life's worries and stresses. While the owl appears completely at peace, a few curious hummingbirds decide to liven things up by poking its head. But even these playful jabs fail to ruffle the owl's feathers. It remains calm and composed, simply observing its surroundings with an unbothered gaze. Some viewers believe the owl's calmness stems from its limited daytime vision. However, this isn't entirely true. While owl vision is indeed weaker during the day, they can still clearly see objects close to them. Therefore, it's more likely that the owl simply chose to remain unfazed by the hummingbird's antics. Perhaps it was enjoying the peace and quiet of the moment and didn't want to waste energy on getting annoyed. Newborn puppies are usually the epitome of cuteness, with their tiny legs, big eyes, and adorable antics. But let me tell you, folks, this little pup was unlike anything I've ever seen before. Yep, you're seeing it right. That's a puppy, believe it or not. This footage comes straight from a veterinarian's office, where a puppy was born. But let me tell you, it wasn't your average cuddly cunny. In the video, you'll notice this pup is a bit, well, weird. It's sporting a single eye smack dab in the middle of its face instead of the usual pair, and not one, but two tongues poking out of its mouth. And it's also missing a nose, looking like something straight from another planet. Turns out, this little guy was dealing with something called cyclopia, a rare birth defect caused by abnormalities in brain development. While it's fascinating to see such a unique creature, let's not forget that these anomalies can pose serious challenges for these animals' quality of life. That's why I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that the vet has stepped in to lend a helping hand. Because honestly, looking at this pup, I'm not sure it could navigate even a week. In this eerie video shared on Reddit by an anonymous user, we are shown what seems like a scene ripped straight from a nightmare. The video shows a graveyard, shrouded in the darkness of the night, with tombstones scattered across the ground. Amidst the obscurity, a disconcerting sight captures our attention. A humanoid figure engaged in an unsettling and almost maniacal act. Initially mistaken for an animal, a closer look reveals the true nature of this entity. With long arms and disheveled hair over its head, the figure is caught in the act of digging a grave with its bare hands. The intensity and madness with which it carries out this grim task sends shivers down the spine of anyone watching. The limited light available adds to the chilling ambience, leaving much of the creature's features in shadow. We are left with a disturbing impression of a being immersed in a strange ritual, one that transcends the boundaries of our understanding. I'm fascinated by trail cameras. They unveil parts of the forest we'd never get to see otherwise. But sometimes they catch stuff that sends shivers down your spine. Like this video from a trail camera set up to monitor deer in the forest. One night, it caught something straight out of a horror flick. A creepy devil-like creature. This thing had a humanoid posture, but its head looked like something out of a devil myth. What makes it even weirder is that it seemed see-through. You could spot trees behind it as it strolled by the camera frame. However, I've got my doubts. There were human footprints leading into the darkness where this spirit devil came from, which is kind of suspicious. It makes me wonder if it's a mix of someone playing dress-up and a bit of video editing magic. Even if it turns out to be a hoax, you've got to admit, it's pretty convincing. Do you believe in sea monsters? If you don't, this video will surely make you reconsider. Recorded by a tourist at a beach, the footage reveals a strange sight in the sea. As the camera zooms in, a large and mysterious creature is seen swimming. The creature has a lengthy body that emerges from the water's surface, almost resembling a gigantic eel or a massive snake. It slithers into the water again, leaving viewers puzzled. While some may offer the explanation that it could be driftwood from a nearby island, the shape of the object and its unusual swimming motion make it seem unlikely. The tourist couldn't capture a clear clip, but the visible segments suggest that the creature is substantial, possibly exceeding a length of 2 meters. Despite the uncertainty, the video raises questions about the existence of enigmatic sea creatures. This video was captured by a hiker in the Canadian forest who felt someone was following him. Sensing someone was trailing him, the hiker decided to record his surroundings to gather evidence.
Someone following me, he's like a little kid, I don't know. I always see him and he's just standing there, and when I look away, he's not there no more.
To his surprise, as he spoke to the camera about the mysterious follower, the person appeared to vanish. Despite the disappearance, the hiker continued expressing his concerns while recording the forest, unable to spot the person anymore.
It should be creepy, but I'm honest, I always see him. It's like always in the corner of my eye somewhere. I just want to record it.
Unbeknownst to the hiker, his camera later captured a brief glimpse of someone standing in the distance. The hiker, apparently unaware of this figure, concluded his recording and left the area, bringing the video to an end. The eerie part of this encounter lies in the unsettling appearance and posture of the person captured in the distance. The figure, to me, bears a resemblance to the infamous character Decay, a serial killer from creepypasta stories. The mysterious nature of the encounter, coupled with the potential sighting of an eerie figure, creates an atmosphere that leaves us with lingering questions and an unsettling sense of unease. In a video shared by a lady on her Facebook profile, capturing a sweet moment with her boyfriend, things took an unexpected turn. The couple was posing for a photo with the boyfriend lifting his girlfriend in his arms. A typical loving scene. However, the viewers noticed something strange in the background. If you take a closer look, there's an eerie figure peeking out from behind the door. This figure had glowing eyes and a somewhat spooky, mummy-like appearance, reminiscent of the ghost from the horror movie Mama. The unsettling part for me is that the couple was completely unaware of this creepy figure photobombing their moment. It gives off the impression that this mysterious entity is lurking around and possibly following them. In a light-hearted suggestion, perhaps it's time for the couple to consider putting their house up for sale, as it seems they may not be the only ones residing there anymore. A video circulating on the internet has sent shivers down the spines of many, leaving everyone unsettled. In this footage captured by a passerby, a graveyard is the backdrop. But something unusual catches the eye. A strange black creature on one of the graves. Initially resembling a black dog, upon closer inspection, it reveals itself to be something much stranger and eerie. This strange entity seems to be a creature, with part of its form inside the grave and the other part above the surface. It has a small head popping in and out of the grave, creating an unsettling sight. The passerby recorded this mysterious being while passing the graveyard. However, feeling spooked, the recording abruptly stops. Some viewers who have seen this video speculate that it might be the spirit of a deceased dog, although there's currently no concrete evidence supporting this claim. It leaves everyone wondering about the nature of this creepy grave-dwelling creature. What are your thoughts on this eerie sight? I dread using public bathrooms, and after watching this video, I wouldn't even want to go near them. This footage was captured by a construction worker on his way to the public restroom. As he approached the bathroom, he heard strange breathing noises emanating from inside, prompting him to start recording.
هو سامع صوت هسه حاليا.
In the clip, we witness the entrance to the bathroom. The worker proceeds cautiously, entering the bathroom at a slow pace, clearly perturbed by the heavy breathing sound. He casually records the interior, but initially, nothing unusual appears. However, as he turns a corner and pans the camera towards a doorway, he captures a figure peeking from behind a hallway wall. Swiftly, the figure hides. This figure resembles some kind of cryptid, and I believe it was the source of those eerie breathing noises. These creatures are rumored to inhabit dirty and dark places, making a public bathroom an ideal hiding spot for them. This unsettling incident was captured by an adventurous vlogger who explores abandoned houses in remote areas, sharing his experiences on YouTube. In one of his videos, something quite mysterious and hard to explain occurred. While recording the interior of an abandoned house through a window, the vlogger unintentionally captured a startling moment. As the vlogger panned the camera towards the window, a creature suddenly appeared. Initially, the vlogger didn't notice it and continued recording other parts of the house. However, upon closer inspection, when the video was stopped and zoomed in, the creature displayed humanoid features. At first glance, it looks like a human in the window, which raises many perplexing questions. The weird part is that this humanoid figure was in the middle of nowhere, inside an abandoned house. The sudden appearance in front of the camera adds an extra layer of strangeness to the situation. The whole scenario is undeniably strange and creepy, leaving viewers and the vlogger alike puzzled about the mysterious presence in that desolate, abandoned space. A homeowner who had been experiencing poltergeist activity in his house for over a month decided to set up a camera before heading out for groceries to unravel the mystery.
Sunday the 19th of July.
After placing the camera in the kitchen, he left for the store, and within just 40 minutes, things took a bizarre turn. Objects started falling off the counters, as if someone was tossing them around. Strangely, there was no one present in the kitchen or even in the house at that moment. Pans, chairs, and cups were seemingly moving on their own, creating an eerie scene. The strange events repeated after 5 minutes, and this time, whatever was causing the disturbances even went as far as opening cupboards and drawers to throw things out. It appears to be the work of an angry and mischievous poltergeist, creating a genuinely scary situation. However, amidst the fear, one can't help but feel sympathy for the homeowner who now has the daunting task of picking up all those scattered items in the kitchen. This video captures a spine-chilling encounter that took place during a late-night drive on a desolate highway, as recorded by a car's dash camera. While cruising down the road, the car slowed down at a train intersection, offering the camera a view that evoked a sense of fear. On the roadside, a truly eerie figure came into focus, a ghostly figure resembling that of a hunched-over girl. Recognizing the unsettling presence, the driver swiftly pressed the gas pedal and continued driving. The ghostly figure was in the appearance of a little girl, noticeable from her hair and body frame. What added to the fear was the way this apparition signaled the driver to stop, contemplating what might have occurred if the driver had chosen to stop, thinking it was someone in need, adds an additional layer of horror to the situation. Late-night drives on quiet roads can indeed lead to encounters that send shivers down the spine. We all marvel at the beauty of the Northern Lights, a scientifically proven natural phenomenon. However, these videos reveal something reminiscent of the Northern Lights but on an extraordinary scale. The first video is from Virginia, and the second is from Michigan, both capturing peculiar lights in the sky. In the Virginia video, the entire sky is bathed in different and intense abrupt lights, with the brightness notably stronger near the ground, suggesting a possible source from the ground. In the Michigan video, similar unusual lights grace the sky, showcasing vibrant color changes. While some viewers speculated it might be fireworks or a malfunctioning transformer, the intensity and brightness of these lights seem to surpass typical fireworks displays. The intriguing possibility arises that these lights could be a rare and unknown natural phenomenon. The brilliance and vividness of the display prompt questions about its origin, sparking speculation and curiosity. Imagine you're out for a peaceful night walk, and suddenly you come across a scene that looks pure evil. The video clip we're discussing was recorded by a homeowner during one such walk. As he strolled, he noticed two figures in front of the local church, both adorned in devil costumes. Intrigued, he started recording, thinking it might be a prank. However, as he recorded from across the road, a car passed in front of the frame. To his surprise, once the car exited the frame, both devilish figures vanished, as if into thin air. This unexpected disappearance left the homeowner startled and uneasy. Feeling scared, he swiftly ran inside his home. While the figures initially looked like two people dressed in devil costumes, the eerie manner in which they disappeared alongside the passing car adds a bizarre and creepy element to the scene. Watching this video gives me chills, especially since there's a similar church in front of my house, making the thought of something like this happening downright unsettling. This intriguing video hails from Saudi Arabia, where a man captured an unusual sight. At the beginning of the video, the man proudly displays a lizard in his hand. However, the unexpected revelation follows. This lizard is far from ordinary because it lacks eyes. Yes, you heard it right. Instead of the usual lizard eyes, there are blank spaces emerging from its head, suggesting an unusual mutation. Curiosity led me to research eyeless lizards, and while I found information on eyeless cave salamanders, this particular lizard seems distinct. Its body resembles a lizard, but the absence of eyes sets it apart. The question arises, is this a result of mutation, or could it be an entirely bizarre creature, different from a typical lizard? The mystery behind this eyeless lizard sparks curiosity and leaves us pondering the strangeness of nature. This video comes from Tamil Nadu, India, depicting a live bear attack witnessed by locals. The scene unfolds with a large gathering of people on the street, appearing to run from something. Suddenly, a bear emerges behind a car and charges towards a man on his bicycle, knocking him to the ground. In response, others in the vicinity start hitting the bear, hoping to divert its attention from the man under attack. Despite the struggle, the bear eventually leaves the man and runs in another direction, concluding the video. The unusual aspect is that even the police force was present on the street, yet they too seem to be running away from the bear, rather than intervening. Fortunately, the man who was attacked emerged unharmed. Such bear attacks can be quite dangerous, and it's indeed a relief that the man came out of the incident without serious injuries. Tesla car owners get to enjoy various advanced features, including self-driving capabilities that use sensors to detect surrounding traffic. However, as shown in this intriguing video, these features can sometimes lead to unexpected detections, even of ghosts. Don't believe it. Take a look for yourself. Recorded by a Tesla owner, the video demonstrates how the car's sensors indicate the presence of two individuals on bikes to the right side of the vehicle. The catch: when the driver checks, there's no one there.
The Tesla thinks there's somebody on a bike next to me, but there's nobody there. I'm gonna drive through and start.
Interestingly, the car was parked behind another vehicle, but the sensor insisted there were bikes nearby. Tesla's autopilot relies on cameras to monitor the surroundings, identifying vehicles, pedestrians, road markings, and obstacles. While the possibility of autopilot malfunctioning is acknowledged, the driver showed in another clip that the glitch disappeared after moving from a stoplight, and the car no longer displayed any ghostly bike riders. When I say I'm scared of wind, I'm not referring to the pleasant breezes. I'm talking about something like this. In this video, we witness a ferocious wind wreaking havoc outside a facility in China. The intensity of the wind is so powerful that it lifts up boards and even trees. Its speed is remarkable, and the video reveals the presence of particles mixed with the wind, adding an extra layer of danger. Recorded by employees on a night duty shift, they wisely chose to stay inside the building while this fierce windstorm unfolded outside. This decision was crucial considering the potential risks of walking around in such hazardous wind conditions. The footage serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable and sometimes strange nature of strong winds, highlighting the importance of staying sheltered and safe during such weather events. Security cameras are typically installed in homes to provide a sense of security and safety, reassuring us that we are protected. However, there are times when these cameras capture something that makes us feel quite the opposite, unsettled and unsafe. This picture was shared on Reddit's Creepy Captures subreddit by a user who recounted a strange incident. The user explained that it was midnight when their door security alarm went off. Naturally, they went to check who might be at the door, but to their surprise, there was no one there. Intrigued and concerned, they decided to review the camera footage, and that's when they came across this eerie figure. The figure in the image looks as though it's right out of a horror movie. It has a Slender Man-like face and an overall creepy appearance. Moreover, it seems to be holding something in its hand, adding to the mystery and unease surrounding it. Whatever this bizarre creature may be, one can only hope it never pays them a visit in person.
Have you ever seen a creepy creature yourself? Tell us your story in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more mysterious sightings and strange encounters. See you in the next video.